Good morning and welcome to day 7. So this was our last morning in Matua. I started the morning by journaling, which I've been doing every day just to keep a log because I forget things really easily. But this is the last morning. Of course, there was a rainbow on our last morning. It was so cute. This is just a 360. I feel like I didn't do a good job of showing the guest house that we were staying in. So that building right there, I never actually figured out what it was. That was a kitchen. The shack right there is also a kitchen. And then that's the guest house that we were staying in. There were a bunch of animals hanging out with us too as well. And one of our helper people, his name is Bryant, but we called him Le Bryant. That's him right there because he was wearing a LeBron jersey. So we called him Le Bryant. But anyway, those were his dogs there. We put all of our stuff on the top of the cars that we were taking, which was so nerve-wracking because mine almost fell off twice, which had all of my personal stuff in it. So that would have been really bad. But we just waved bye to all the locals as we left. They're so cute. As you can see, the camera's really shaky. The roads we were driving on are in the worst condition you can tell here. The worst condition roads I've ever had to drive on in my life. Everything is so bumpy. The entire time we were driving, it was just nonstop bumpy. It was as if we were thrown in a washing machine and put on high spin. But we drove past the primary school as well, which is all the purple shirts. That's from the primary school. And then the junior school that we were working at, they had red shirts. As you can see here, this is one of the hills we had to go up. And you can just tell how bouncy and shaky the car was. It was so crazy. As we drove, you can see all the different types of housing they have. Some are really nice and some are less nice, of course. Some are made of metal roofs, others have straw roofs. So it just kind of depends. But these are some of the towns we drove by just so you could get an idea of the different types of housing. We also drove by this market that was really cute. I was talking to one of the people who was driving with us and she said it only happens once a week. This is another clip from just the road conditions. Uganda needs a lot of funding to be able to fix the roads and they just haven't been able to do it yet. But this is what we were driving in the entire way. And here's what it sounds like. The drive was about 2 hours, but once we finally made it to Bududa, it was so nice. This is the house we're staying at. It is Joyce and John's family house. And they are the founders of Reach for Uganda, so obviously they have a little more money. So they were able to build this gigantic mansion. This is me and Ava's room. We each have king beds. It's crazy. This is from the outside, just the view. It's so, so nice. There's a guest house that some of us are staying in, and then Ava and I are staying in the main house because they ran out of rooms. But then we went back to the school after lunch, or to the new school, not back to it. But we went to the new school and they greeted us. This girl here with the leaves hanging out, her name is Maria, and she's the one who gave me the flowers. She was so cute and adorable. And I danced with her as we walked in. But they had a very similar celebration to the Matua school. Everyone lines up, claps and sings for us, dances. They even had their choir song sing to us and individually introduce all of us, and we just stood up when we heard our name. It was so cute. I'll leave the audio in for that too. Let us sing, be happy forever. Forever. Then we went inside to their library and they put on more performances for us. Maria's the one in the middle in red. She's so cute. She's so into all the dances. But they each had their grade level performance, just like at the other school. There were so many kids packed into this library. It was crazy. Every single class. There's 2 P1s, 2 P2s, 2 P3s, and 2 P4s. And then 1 P5, 1 P6, and 1 P7. And they all fit in this auditorium and they all had their assembly performances for us. This class did a poem on books that was really cute. And then they also did a skit where the people on the floor, the people on the floor in the front, they basically put on a skit of what they thought today was gonna be. So they dressed up as their teachers and things, and it was so cute. This is the sunset from where we are. And yeah, that's basically all we did today. Check back in tomorrow.